Across the tech corridors of Bengaluru, Hyderabad, and Mumbai, a structural tremor is altering the economic foundation of contemporary India. For 3 decades, the path to prosperity followed a predictable script: earn an engineering or commerce degree, land an entry-level corporate job, and climb a steady ladder that funded homes, private education, and generational security. Now, that linear pipeline is fracturing. Artificial intelligence is evolving from static language models into autonomous agentic workflows capable of executing multi-step business processes. The promise of a guaranteed corporate ascent is fading. Enterprise automation is absorbing the routine workloads that once supported millions of junior professional roles. During previous downturns, labor shocks were highly visible. Plant shutdowns, mass redundancy announcements, and widespread severance packages made front-page news. This transition operates through silent joblessness, a process where companies quietly choke off the inflow of fresh talent by freezing promotions, rescinding placement offers, and using invisible attrition to downsize without public layoffs. Contrasting 2 pipelines, the traditional route moved graduates from campus placement into junior roles. The new AI squeeze uses algorithmic screening and contract delays to stall progress. Automated pipelines absorb the foundational tasks that previously trained junior staff, writing boilerplate code and running routine tests. Official unemployment registers ignore these candidates because they were never hired in the first place. Their absence represents a massive volume of omitted economic potential. This automation is splitting the labor market into a barbell economy, where middle-tier wage growth stagnates while the extremes expand. This barbell-shaped graph shows growth concentrated at 2 extremes. The upper node contains highly compensated AI architects, while the lower node contains physical service roles insulated from automation. The center bar hollows out as routine white-collar professions are systematically squeezed. In the IT sector, global capability centers are hiring fewer entry-level generalists. They now demand immediate domain specialists capable of managing complex AI pipelines from day one. These corporate efficiency gains translate into an immediate financial reality for urban households. Middle-class stability relies on forward-looking income expectations. When entry-level careers stall, the anticipated salary increments used to justify long-term debt suddenly vanish. We see the impact of this income uncertainty in the residential real estate market of Bengaluru. This chart segments the city's housing demand. Luxury corridors, backed by senior executives, continue to trend upward. However, suburban entry-level apartment and rental markets, which rely on fresh graduates, are flatlining. Families who stretched their finances to secure mortgages based on projected promotions are now caught in an EMI trap. Their financial solvency is extremely fragile. For graduates in onboarding purgatory, anticipated corporate careers transform into precarious contracting. They remain trapped under massive debt without the income to service it. AI integration is a direct structural threat to the highly leveraged stability of the Indian middle class. This technological shock acts as a rigorous evolutionary filter. Surviving it requires a shift in how professionals define their value. There is a widespread misconception that staying relevant requires every professional to become a core machine learning researcher or AI engineer. This proportional area chart of India's 9.2 lakh AI-skilled professionals shows that only a small segment, about 2.57 lakh, occupy core engineering roles. The remaining 6.6 lakh are domain specialists. These are the AI-embedded generalists. They are finance managers, marketers, and HR directors, who layer AI fluency directly on top of their functional expertise. To reach this status, the workforce is moving away from rote academic degrees towards stackable, project-based micro-credentials in specialized areas like vector database orchestration. Professionals are insulating themselves by replacing legacy corporate loyalty with portfolio careers, verified public work on GitHub and Kaggle that proves practical competency to multiple potential clients or employers. Dynamic adaptability and continuous microskilling have replaced the linear corporate ladder as the definitive engines of upward mobility. Individual adaptation must be supported by a massive overhaul of public and private policy. Annual employment surveys move too slowly to track the pace of algorithmic change. National digital labor grids provide the granular tracking needed to identify vanishing tasks and match them with emerging skill vacancies in real time. Because AI has absorbed the basic tasks that once trained new hires, the experience gap must be closed by stipend-backed national apprenticeships. These programs embed graduates directly into high-trust environments where they learn the ethical validation and human-in-the-loop skills machines cannot replicate. Policymakers must establish portable Social Security frameworks, extending health insurance and Provident Fund safety nets to the growing population of gig and contract workers who lack traditional corporate protection. Enterprise leaders should prioritize transparent internal redeployment and profit sharing over opaque layoffs, aligning executive performance with the adaptability of the workforce. By matching robust public-private safety architectures with aggressive individual upskilling, India's middle class transitions into a more resilient, high-output segment of the global workforce.